Hi students, very good morning. Today in this session we are going to deal with respect to rate law. Rate law. Okay, or this is also called as rate equation. Okay, nothing problem with rate law or rate equation or one and the same. So what does the rate law will deal with? Rate law deals with how the rate of the reaction is depending upon the concentration terms. See this rate law. It says how the rate of reaction depends on concentration terms. How the rate of the reaction is depending upon the concentration terms is expressed by rate law or rate equation. Right? And one more thing is the concentration. The concentration of reactants goes on changing with time. So as the time is going on increasing, what happens to the rate of change? What happens to the concentration terms of the reaction? It goes on decreasing. Then what happens to the rate? The rate also varies. It also changes, right? If the rate is depending upon the concentration terms, then the rate also changes. So what it says is the concentration of reactants goes on changing with the time. As the time goes on decreasing, the concentration goes on changing. So it becomes very difficult or it becomes very complex to know about the rate of the reaction. So it becomes complex. To know rate of reaction. See, rate law says how the rate of reaction is depending upon the concentration terms. And one more thing is, immediate question that comes into our mind is as the time is going on increasing, what happens to the concentration terms of the reactant? They goes on decreasing. So there will be a definitely effect of rate of reaction due to the decrease in the concentration terms. So we will not study all very typical ways of reactions. We will be learning only simple reactions. So simple reactions are only studied. So our syllabus we have it up here. All simple reactions, the reactions which occurs in a simple step are called as simple reactions. So this is the definition. Reactions which occur in single step are called as elementary reaction or single step reactions. So the reactions which occurs in single step. So let me take here there is reactant. It is converted to not only one step is present. So this is called as single step reaction. Any reaction which occurs in multiple steps. So reactions which occur in multiple steps are called as complex reactions or multiple step reactions. All it is going through those are called as complex reactions. So let me take the reaction will be looking like in a simple way. Okay. So basically, let me take 2A plus B gives rise to something like C. So for looking it is very single step, but this will not go in this pattern. There are many steps. There will be something like A plus A. It forms something like 2A. Okay. B on conversion it forms 3C. So 2A plus B it forms something like 3C. Okay, let me take this. B forms so this is first this one. This step will occur. You are getting this one, and second one you are getting this pattern B combines, it forms something like freezing, and third step this one combining with B it forms 3Z, something like this. Okay, so this is first step, this is second step, and this is third step. So the reaction occurs in this is called as mechanism of the reaction. Don't take it seriously, just for mentioning multi steps I have taken one example. Right? In coming examples we will be having clear cut way how those are formed. Okay, any step or any reaction which occurs in a single step is called as eliminatory reaction or single step reaction. Reactions which occur in multiple steps. Okay, more than one step they are present, and in the formation of the products where more than one step are present, those are called as complex reactions. Okay, reaction which occurs in single step is called as simple reaction or elementary reaction. Reaction which occurs through multiple steps are called as complex reaction. So let us write the rate law or rate equation. Suppose there is a reaction like 2A, it forms product. If they ask to write the rate law, okay, so rate generally is equal to or rate of the reaction depends upon the concentration of A. The coefficient is present, coefficient will be taken generally to A square. See, you remember that always 2, whatever the coefficient is present, it will not come to the power of the concentration terms. It is not mandatory, it doesn't depend upon stoichiometric coefficients. For example, I am explaining. So here 3A getting converted to product. So what will I write the rate? Rate is proportional to A cube, rate is equal to, if it is proportional, what will be taking? K into A cube. Right? So if it is something like 2A plus B, use rise to C. Write the rate equation for this. What is the rate? Rate law or rate equation is equal to K into A square B power 1. Okay? This is the way of the rate equation or rate law. This is called as rate equation. So the form of the reaction. Okay, writing in terms of rate equation. See, yesterday I was saying you can write the reaction in two ways. So let me explain that one. So you are having the reaction like 2A plus B giving rise to product. So you can write rate in one form, that is rate is equal to minus 1 by 2 dou A by dou T, okay, is equal to, suppose if you take C, what is the rate? Minus 1 by 1 dou B by dou T is equal to, what is the next still? If you take this 3C, you can just plus 1 by 3 dou C by dou T. So this is one of the way of writing the rate of a reaction. One more way of writing the rate of the reaction in terms of rate equation is we can write this one, K into A square into B power 1. So these two are not the same. In some conditions, when we will go with respect to zero order, we will be equating these two reactions. One writing in the form of differentiation, it goes on decreasing or it goes on increasing with respect to time, and the other thing is writing in the form of rate equation, right? And this is term called as order. Okay. So what does this say? That is the sum of powers of concentration terms in rate law or rate equation is called as order of the reaction. Order is defined as the sum of the powers of the concentration terms in rate equation. There should be presence of rate equation in that the concentration terms will be rate, the concentration terms powers should be added. Suppose if I take 2A, this raised to product. Generally rate will be written as rate is equal to rate equation is equal to K into A square. I am assuming these are the elementary reaction. So what is this? This is 2. So order is 2. Clear? Suppose if I take this pattern like 2A plus half B gives rise to C. If I want to write the rate equation for this. So what happens? That is equal to a into a square b power half. So what is the order? 2 plus half. So it is 2.5 is the order of this reaction. Okay, getting me? Order is nothing but it is the sum of powers of concentration term. This is concentration term power. This one is concentration term power. The sum is 2 plus half is 2.5. Okay. So the sum of powers of concentration terms in rate equation. Okay. In rate equation is called as order of the reaction. Now, if you see what are the qualities that the order have, is order can take any values. Be clear with this. Order can have any value. See, order can have any value. What can the value be? The value can be negative, the value can be 0, the value can be positive, the value can be fraction. These are the values that an order can take. So order can take any value, same reason, right? It can take negative value, positive value, it can take fraction value, or it can take 0. So order can be anything, right? And moreover, it will not exceed 3. Maximum is itself 3. It will not exceed 3. Okay? The value 3. And moreover, it's purely experimental value. It's purely experimental value. So these are the conditions for the order. Order is founded from the rate equation. Okay? It cannot have values more than 3. The values it can range from negative, positive, or fraction values, and purely it is an experimental value. And moreover, remember this one. It doesn't have order, doesn't have anything to do with stoichiometric coefficients. Order doesn't have anything to do with stoichiometric coefficients. Nothing to do with stoichiometric coefficients. What is the meaning of this? It says that suppose the reaction is there, like A plus half B is raised to C. When getting the rate equation, you will be getting as A, something it can be A over 0, B power half. So what is the order here? It is 0 plus half, or it is half only. So here there is generally 1. We will be expecting that here there should be presence of 1. Okay, it is not directly. So this stoichiometric coefficient does not have anything to do with the order. Okay, this order whatever you are getting, whatever the rate equation you are getting, that you will be getting from experimentally. Remember this one. This equation, this is the reaction equation, and this is the rate equation. Okay, this stoichiometric coefficient doesn't have any value, doesn't have any importance. If we have written there, why is to understand what's happening there. There is no magnitude that these two should be present there. Okay, suppose the reaction will be like this. So 3A getting converted to chlorine. Okay, and rate equation or rate law will be K into A power 3 by 2. See, we are having 3 here, and here is 3 by 2. This one we have got from experiment. Okay, this is experimental value. Always rate equation is an experimental value. This rate equation is not written from this. It's not written from this. This is a generalized equation because the reaction may be very complex. Okay, this one is the combination of all the steps, but this one is the single step. Whatever that are occurring in here, they determine secondary talking with respect to that one. But one thing you remember now, it is highly experimental value. The rate equation, whatever you are writing, it is only the experimental value. This stoichiometric coefficient, whatever the rate equation, doesn't have anything to do with the order. Okay, okay. This is the thing what I want to say. Order is purely experimental. Based on the equation, you don't take the stoichiometric coefficient as a power and determine that order is 3. It is never like that. Right, students? Let us solve some questions with respect to this one. Okay. Okay, and you see here concentration. An example like this, rate is equal to something like K into A power 1. See what is this one? Concentration of rate. Concentration means moles per liter. So this is the concentration. You remember this one, moles per concentration, and power will be the same. Okay. This is the thing what we will be having, and we can determine the order. Let us take some examples. With examples, we will be solving questions. Then you will be getting idea how to solve all this type of questions with respect to order. Yes, we shall see here. One thing is, let me take one equation. Suppose rate of reaction is proportional to the A power x. Rate of reaction proportional to the B power y. On both by rate of reaction proportional to the A power x, B power y. We are having some powers, and rate of reaction will be equal to what? K into A power x, B power y. So what is the order of the reaction for this? Is it the right equation, right? Nothing problem with this one. Order is equal to, order is indicated with n, and it is nothing but powers of sum of powers of stoichiometric coefficients. Sum of what the power? X plus y. So this is the order of the reaction. So if concentration of A is equal to 1, concentration of B is equal to 1, then rate of reaction is equal to K. So rate of reaction is equal to K. K is what? K is nothing but called as rate constant or velocity rate or specific rate. So rate constant is defined as when concentration terms. So rate constant is defined as it is nothing but the rate of the reaction. It is equal to the rate of the reaction when all the concentration terms of the reactants are equal to 1. When all the concentration terms of the reactants are equal to the unity, then rate constant will be equal to the rate of the reaction. This is what we will be getting from here. And K will be having different types of units. Based on the K, we can find out the order of the reaction. Suppose if I take rate of the reaction, so rate something A is getting converted to product B. So rate equation I am getting K into A power 0. So this 0 doesn't depend upon this one. I am getting A power 0 from the experimental value. So what type of reaction is it? What is the order A is equal to 0? So this is 0 order reaction. Okay. Rate is nothing but if I want the value of K. If I want the value of K, so rate is nothing but what? Concentration per time is equal to K into A naught. Anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. Concentration means moles per liter, time is in seconds. Okay, so K value will be equal to mole liter inverse second inverse. So this is the unit of K for 0 order reaction. Suppose there is a reaction, something like A getting converted to product, R is equal to rate of reaction is equal to K into A power 1. Okay, this one I have got from experiment itself. Here something may be 3A, 3A, or it may be just 1A only. So these two are not linked. So what happens here? Concentration is nothing, rate is nothing but changing concentration with respect to time is equal to K into concentration power 1. This is also concentration rate. So this concentration will cancel. So K is equal to 1 by second. K is equal to second inverse. So this is the value for K when order is first order. So this is for 0 order. 0 order, for 0 order this is the unit of K. This is for first order. For first order the value of rate constant is second inverse. Try to find out for the second order. So something there is a reaction like 3A is getting converted to product, rate is equal to nothing but K into A power 2. Okay, order of the reaction is 2. Right? Nothing to do with the stoichiometric coefficient. So rate is nothing but changing concentration with respect to time is equal to K into concentration square. Okay? So changing concentration with respect to time into 1 by say A square This is also concentration is equal to K. This will be cancelled because those two are concentrations. So this is 1 by second into 1 by moles per liter. What are we getting? Liter into mole inverse into second inverse. This is the value of or the limit of K for second order. In the same way, try to find out for the third order. So if I am writing like this, something like 3n taking from product, 8 is equal to K into AQ. You know the rate is nothing but change in concentration with respect to time is equal to K into AQ. Change in concentration with time into 1 by concentration Q is equal to K. What happens? 1 by C square into T is equal to T. And you know that change is nothing but concentration is nothing but moles per liter, right? 1 by moles per liter whole square into 1 by second is equal to K. So what we write? K is equal to liter square mole power minus 2 second inverse. So this is the value of K. Okay. For third order, see, for zero order the unit of K mole liter inverse. For first order it is second inverse. For second order it is, see here you are getting liter inverse, you are getting liter mole inverse. Second inverse for third order this one. Suppose if it is the nth order reaction, if it is nth order, so what we are getting in here, getting the order product something like that is equal to K into A power n. This is nothing but change in concentration with respect to time into 1 by concentration power n is equal to K. Okay. So what happens? Then comes to the top. So it is concentration 1 minus n into second inverse is equal to K. Concentration nothing but moles per liter 1 minus n second inverse is equal to K. So moles, right, 1 minus n into liter n minus 1 into second inverse is equal to K. So if you substitute the value of n, if you substitute it is 0, so 1 minus n will become mole, so it is mole. Liter 0 minus 1 will be getting minus 1, so it is minus 1. Second inverse, second inverse. So if you place n value as 0, you may get 0 or 1. Suppose if you place n is equal to 1, 1 minus 1 0, n to the power 0 1, 1 minus 1 0, 1 to the power 0, it is 1. So it will become second inverse. It is here with respect to the first order. Okay. Suppose if you want for the second order, so you place it as 2 here, 1 minus 2, you will get minus 1, so it is mole inverse minus 1. So here 2 minus 1 will become liters and second inverse. So this is the equation for nth order reaction. Okay. If the order is n, then the value of K it is written in this pattern. Let us take some questions with respect to this one to find out the order. So students, take the questions that are present here. If K is equal to 3 into 10 power minus 3 liter square mole power minus 2 second inverse, find the order of the reaction. So this is very clear, right? How you can make this one? Pause the video and try to solve this question. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Right. Answer is correct. 3. Okay. So how you can write K value here? So K you can write here in this way. Liter per mole whole square second inverse. That should be equal to nth order. What you make? Liter per mole 1 minus n into second inverse. This is what how you can write. So second inverse will be answer liter per mole. So it is so there is some correction. See, let us say for the nth order what it is, we will be getting n minus 1, right? Liter per mole it is n minus 1, moles per liter is 1 minus 1. Okay. So what happens? N minus 1 is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. So it becomes third order reaction. Okay. Take once to check out that. K into A power n rate. This is concentration per time. So concentration per time into concentration per volume is equal to 3. So what happens? Yes. So 1 minus m will be getting. So you will be getting C power 1 minus m by T is equal to 3. This is concentration. This is moles per liter 1 minus m into 1 by second. This is the condition. This is moles per liter. See what I have done? Liter per mole. Liter per mole means you will get n minus 1. Clear? Okay. Moles per liter is 1 minus n. Liter per mole it is n minus 1. So the n minus 1 will be equal to, and it will be equal to the third order reaction. Right? Here is one more question. So what is 3? I think you are clear with this. Okay. Here is given reaction 2a plus 3b gives rise to product. What is telling is order of reaction with respect to A is 2, order of reaction with respect to B is minus 1. See, generally if you take according to the equation R is equal to K into A square, B cube you should get. Don't take like that because order is highly experimental. You have nothing to do with the stoichiometric coefficients. Right? So here is the question. What is saying? Write the Rayleigh expression and calculate the order of the reaction for this one. If concentration of A is doubled alone, write the Rayleigh equation and Rayleigh expression. If the concentration of B is halved alone, write the Rayleigh expression as well as the order of the reaction. If this third one, fourth one. Getting me? We should do this one and we should find out these two for this first question. Okay? So let us try to solve this. If I go for the solution, so how I can write? Rate is equal to K into concentration of A, concentration of B. Because with respect to A it is 2. So with respect to A it is 2. With respect to B it is minus 1. So with respect to B it is minus 1. This is the thing what he is telling. Okay? Order of reaction with respect to A is 2. Order of reaction with respect to B is minus 1. Okay. Now you apply this one for this one. Okay? This one. If I go for the first question. What is telling? Concentration of A is doubled. So concentration. So R is equal to, this is the concentration, right? Concentration is doubled. Okay? B power minus 1. See? Alone only. Nothing to do with B. So what happens? Rate is equal to K into 4 A square B power minus 1. Clear? So A square B power minus 1 is R. So rate becomes 4 times of, so you will be getting this one entire. Let us take this one R1, this one R1. So 4 times of R1. So the rate becomes 4 times. Okay? When concentration of A is alone is double for this equation, the rate becomes 4 times. Right? Go for the second one. Then what is the order of the reaction here? So he is asking to calculate the order of the reaction. So order of the reaction is same. 2 minus 1. It is 1 itself. Right? Going for the second one. So what is there? When the concentration of B is half alone. Okay? This is generally condition for the concentration. He is telling if the concentration is then half. Okay? Try to find out this. Take time. I hope that you have done this. Right? Okay. So what happens is rate. This is the first equation. You know that R1 you will have like K into A square B power minus 1. This is the condition. Now what is it? B is half alone. So R2 will be getting K into A square B by 2. This is that is the outside minus 1 or minus 1. So R2 by R1. What happens? K square will be cancelled. R2 B2 right minus 1 into B power minus 1. So this is also the same. This equation by this equation. So what will be getting? This one will be cancelled, this one will be cancelled, 2 power minus 1. So R2 will be equal to 2 times of R1. So the rate becomes doubles. Okay? Clear with this? Next, let us go for the next question. Third one. If concentration of A and B both are double, so this is generally equation R1 is equal to same K A square B power minus 1. Now what is it? A is double What is this? 2 power minus 1. 2 power minus 1 means 1 by 2. Right. So this 2 will be cancelled. So R2 will be equal to 2k into a square b power minus 1. So this entire thing is same. So R2 is equal to 2 times of R. So again the rate becomes double. When both the concentration terms of A and B are double, then the rate becomes double. Getting me? See, you can substitute this one here, or you can take this one as equation 1, this one as equation 2, 2 by 1 or 1 by 2, anything. If you calculate, you will get the answer. Next condition is what is the rate? Volume of the container becomes 3 times. Okay? So volume is nothing but 4 to 1. Rate you know that k a square b power minus 1. So what is the rate? K is nothing but concentration rate n by v whole square. This one n by v whole power minus 1. This is the rate. So all is equal to k into this one become n by 3v whole square n by 3v whole power minus 1. Okay, this will take as R1, this one as R2. So what happens now? R2 is equal to k into n by v whole square by 9. This is 1 by 3 power minus 1 n by v. So if it goes outside, it becomes 1/3. 1/3 k into n by v whole square n by v whole power minus 1. So this entire thing is R1. So 1/3 of R1. So R1. So it becomes 1/3. So the final rate of the reaction, when the volume is alone tripled, then it becomes 1/3 of the initial rate. So let us take some more questions. Look at the question students here. Here are some questions. For 2A plus B is giving rise to products, when the concentration of A is doubled, rate of reaction increases by 2 times. When the concentration of A and B both are doubled, rate of reaction increases by 8 times. Write the rate law expression and order of reaction. Getting me? What is telling is this is the equation. So write the first rate equation. So possibly you are trying to solve yourself. Okay, I am giving a hint here. So rate is equal to k into a power x b power y. We should not have this two here directly because these are experimental values already I have said. And based on this, we should calculate the order of the reaction. Okay. So let us take this as the first equation. Clear? Now apply this one. When the concentration of A is double, so this one is getting double. So k into 2a whole power x b power y. Let us take what is happening to the rate of reaction become 2r. Okay, rate of reaction is double when concentration of A is double. Again, what is saying? When A and B are both are doubled, so in this equation, k into this one is double and this one both are double. So b power y. What is happening to the rate? The rate of the reaction increases by 8 times. So it becomes 8 times. So this is the equation. From these three equations, we find out what is the value of x and y individually. So you can take 1 by 2 or 2 by 1. If I take 2 by 1, what happens? If I take 2 by 1, 2r by r is equal to k. Okay? Concentration PA power x B power y k A power x B power y. So this will be cancelled, this one will be cancelled. Okay, so what happens? 2 power x, this one will become A power x will be cancelled. 2 power x will remain, so x will be equal to 1. So x value we have got is 1. Try to calculate the value of b. So if I take these two equations, 2 and 3, or 3 by 2, you take anything, 3 by 2, what happens? 8r by 2r is equal to k 2a 2a whole power x 2b whole power y by this one k 2a power x into b power y. So k 2a power whole power x this one. So b power by b power y will be cancelled, so it is 2 power y. R is cancelled, 2 ones 2 fours. So this is 4. So what happens? This is 2 square is equal to 2 power y and y is equal to 2. So x value is 1, y value is 2 and we will get the answer. So what happens to the rate equation? Rate is equal to k into a power x1 again, what is the x value? We are getting 1 and b power, what is the value of b? So y is 3. So this is the rate by expression. And what is the order? Order is nothing but the sum of the stoichiometric coefficients. The stoichiometric coefficients here are 1 plus 2. So order is equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So the order of the reaction is 3. Clear? Are you able to solve this? So first I have written this equation. This one a power x, b power y. We should not take the stoichiometric coefficients here. This is the first equation. What is the rate concentration of A is double. So A has become double. The rate has become double. Okay, A has not changed in B. And the next condition is mentioning that when concentration of A and concentration of B both are double, then the rate becomes 8 times. Then finally, rate equation you are writing this pattern and order is 3. So by this, like this will be 2 by 1 as well as 3 by 2 you will get 2 by value and 2 by 1 you will get the x value, right? So in the same pattern you try to solve this question, students. Okay, look over the question and try to pass the video. Right, 1, 2, 3. I hope that you have written the answer. Right, first we should take rate. Rate is equal to something like k a power x b power y c power z. Okay, this is the condition what we are going to consider. We are having 3 terms a b c. Right, when the volume of the container is double, volume in this one is nothing but concentration is moles by volume over rate, moles by volume, moles by volume. So what is telling? When the concentration is double, see a by 2, concentration is n by b, right? See volume rating n by b, n by b, n by b. This n by b it has become double, so it is 2 times 2 times. N by b is nothing but concentration, right? Again concentration. Okay. Again, this is g by 2 whole power by c by 2 whole power z. So this is what he is telling in the first condition. When the volume of the container is double, the volume will be the denominator side. The volume has been double. B has been become 2b, 2b, 2b. Because A is equal to I am writing B is equal to C is equal to n by b. Concentration is nothing but n by b. Okay, if it has been double in the denominator, will be 2, 2, 2 for these 3 things. The rate of the reaction decreases by 8 times, so it becomes R by 8. This is the condition. Okay. When A is double and B is half, what is the equation only? When A is double, B is half, C is doing nothing. Half rate of reaction increases by 4 times. So the rate becomes 4R. When the concentration increases 4 times, alone rate of reaction increases by 64 times. See what is telling is, he is not disturbing A, he is not disturbing B, and he is saying that when concentration of C is increased by 4 times, when concentration of C is increased by 4 times, right? Alone, the rate of reaction increases by 64 times. So it is 64R. So these are the equations. From these equations, you try to find out the rate law as well as the order of reaction. Assume that first equation, second equation, third equation, fourth equation, right? So from one end we find out, if I take 1 by 2, this is the first equation and the second equation, 1 by 2. What I am getting? I am getting as R by 8. So it is equal to R k a power x b power y c power z. by this one. K a by 2 power x, b by 2 power y, c by 2 power z. Clear? So we will be getting a into the numerator. Okay. So what will be getting? We can take it as 2 power x, 2 power y, 2 power z. So 1 by. So let us take everything. K a power x, b power y, c power z. This one. K a power x by 2 power x, b power y by 2 power y, c power z by. This is the condition. So what happens from this? If you solve k a power x, b power y, b power y, c power z, c power z, it becomes a is equal to 2 power x, 2 power y, 2 power z. So a will be equal to 2 power x plus y plus z. So how do we write a? A we can write as 2 cube. So it is 2 power x plus y plus z. So you can say that x plus y plus z is equal to 3. You keep this in mind. So something like that. You have got x plus y plus z is equal to 3. Now what we can do? Take something like 4 by 1, 4 as well as 1. So it is 4 by 1. What will be in 4 by 1? 64 r is equal to k into a power x, b power y. You can write it as this one. C power z into 4 power z. Okay? By 1 r a into a power x, b power y, c power z. So these two will be cancelled, or will be cancelled. So 4z, 4 power z is equal to 4 power 3 above 4, 4, 16, 16, 4, right? So z value is equal to 3. So we have got z value, and you know that x plus y plus z is equal to 3. X plus y plus z is equal to 3, and you know that x plus y plus 3 is equal to 3. X plus y is equal to 0. You remember this one? Is there something like second equation? Getting me? This is second equation. Then let me learn this. Go for 3 by 1. What is the third equation? This is 3. Okay, let us see. 3 by 1. Third equation. So it is 4r is equal to k into 2a power x. Right? 2a power x, b by 2 whole power y, still c power z. By 1. R is equal to k into a power x, b power y, c power z. This is the equation, right? First equation. Okay. Among these two, what happens? We will be getting k will be cancelled. 2 power x is common thing. A power x will be cancelled. B power y. So it will become 2 power y. B power y is cancelled. So 2 power y will be 1 by 2 power y. So c power z, c power z. So this will be equal to 4. R will be cancelled. So 2 power x minus y is equal to 4. 2 power x minus y is equal to 2 power 2. So x minus y is equal to 2. So take this as something like third equation. See, we have got something like x plus y is equal to 0. X minus y is equal to right 2. X plus y from this second and third equations. So x plus y is equal to 0. X minus y is equal to 2. Okay? If you sum up these two, what happens? This will become 2x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1. So you have got the value of x equal as you know that it is 1 plus y is equal to 0, y is equal to minus 1. So the value of y is equal to minus 1. So these are the values what we have obtained by solving entire this thing. See, I have done based on the volume of the container is double. This one, this is the equation. The rate becomes 1 by 10. When A is allowed double and B is half allowed, then what happens? The rate becomes 4 times. When C allowed is 4 times increase in concentration, the rate becomes 64 times. These are the equations what I am having. So if I solve from 1 by 2, I will be getting the value of x plus y plus z is equal to 3. From 4 by 1 equation, I will be getting the z value is equal to 3. From there, 3 by 1 equation, I will be getting the value of x minus y is equal to 2. By solving these two equations, x plus y is equal to 0 and x minus y is equal to 2, I will be getting the x value as 1 and y value as minus 1. So if I want the rate equation, so what it will become? Rate is equal to k into a power x. What is the x value? X value is 1. B power y. What is the y value? Y value is minus 1. And c power z. Z value is how much? It is 3. So this is the rate equation for the given question. Okay, I hope that you have understood. I think that you are understanding all this pattern. Simple mathematics, algorithm. Right. So if you go for the order, then it is equal to 1 x plus y plus z, right? 1 plus minus 1 plus 3. So whatever this will be cancelled and order will be equal to third order. So these are the conditions. When it is double, when concentrations are double, triple or quadruple, or when the volume is double, triple or quadruple, anything there is a change. This is the pattern of solving the questions in this area. Okay, students? Hi students, look over some of the important points about the order of the reaction. See, by getting the order of the reaction, you should keep some important points in your mind. Right? Stoichiometric coefficients have nothing to do with the order. Already I have said this. The order is purely experimental. It is not. It doesn't depend upon stoichiometric coefficients. Based on the experimental value, you will get the order. See, suppose you take this reaction. 2N2 plus 2N2 O5 gives rise to 4N2 plus O2. See, if you take the stoichiometric coefficient, the order should be expected as 2. But originally, the rate of the reaction is like this. Rate of reaction is equal to K into N2O5 whole power 1. So order of the reaction is 1 because they are getting this one from experiment. Next one, in rate law, right? The concentration terms of the products may be present. Okay. See, this is reactant and this is product. In some case, if you write the rate equation, there is not only concentration of the reactant, there is product also. Okay. O2 whole power minus 1. This one we will learn with respect to the mechanism. In terms of mechanism, we can have. See, rate equation. There may be presence of products. Here, there is no definite here of the stoichiometric coefficient. See, if you go here in rate law, the concentration terms of some of the reactants may be absent. See, the reactants are here N over to CO. See, we are writing the rate K N over to whole power square. See, stoichiometric coefficients are different. And CO whole power 0. CO whole power 0 is equal to nothing but K N over 2 whole square. No, I will take like that because everything power 0 is 1. So the rate, here the rate is independent of the concentration of the reactant. There is no necessary that it should compulsorily depend upon all the concentration of the reactant. It may depend upon the concentration of the reactant or may not depend. Okay, sometimes we may be having product also in the rate equation. Right, in one more condition, in rate the concentration in terms of catalyst also may be present. See, 2SO2 plus O2, N4 2SO3. Okay, you write the rate equation for this. So, you are getting O2, SO2 is absent here, catalyst is absent, O2 is present, catalyst is also present. So, the rate of reaction also depends upon the catalyst. Okay? So, while writing about the order, you should keep in mind the order of reaction is having nothing to do with stoichiometric coefficients of the major reaction. And this one, in rate equation, there may be concentration of products, there may be, not compulsory, maybe. There may be concentration of catalyst. There may be absence of the reactant. Okay. So remember this. Rate may depend upon concentration of reactants. Rate depends upon concentration of products. Rate depends upon concentration of the catalyst. May depend this one. This is may or may not. May or may not. May or may not. Definitely reactant This one major condition you should keep in mind. So the rate of the reaction will not depend upon the intermediate compound that is forming during the reaction. Okay, and it will depend upon the coordinate of the reactant catalyst. Apart from the intermediate, if there is intermediate, we will be solving. That comes at the end of the chapter. Okay, remember this in mind. The rate of the reaction does not depend upon the intermediate, whatever that is forming in the reaction. So students, these are the things till now. Practice well with respect to these contents in your material. Have a nice day. Bye bye.